Hey guys, did you know if you're an Amazon seller, social media is the hottest thing right now? I mean, that's why TikTok is so successful. But the thing is, there's so much AI, nobody trusts AI anymore. That's why I wanted to bring in Gilad today, because he's going to show you something new that most Amazon sellers are not aware of. Amazon Creator Connections. Okay, this is something you want to do in addition to AI. And so this is almost like Amazon created their very own TikTok. And then Gilad from VA Philippines, he's the owner of the largest Amazon VA agency in the world. They're pre-trained. I've been using them for years. They're great, but he's already trained his staff how to do it. So he's going to walk you through in this in this masterclass today. So welcome, Gilad. How's it going?
Hi, Gary. Nice. Thanks for having me, first of all, and it's good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. And then, we had a little pregame talk. So I think this may also be very interesting. Where are you calling from and how are you doing today, Gilad?
I'm talking to you from Israel. Obviously, if you're watching this live now or in the next step, then you know that there is something going on over there between Israel and Iran. So I'm safe and I'm in a good place to talk. So I'm happy to talk to you. It's been a bit tensed in the last couple of days here in Israel. But I think this topic is super important, so I'm happy to be sharing this information with you.
Yeah, and if we do hear some bombs like
If you
sirens
hear,
going off and Gilad has to
if you
run,
hear,
please
this
understand,
is,
guys. We
yeah.
apologize in advance because literally, I mean, this is such an important topic. Gilad is staying up for us. So
It will be an
thank you,
epic
Gilad.
episode, an epic report recording if during the, if during the
Yes,
presentation
yes.
we'll hear
I hope
some.
nothing happens. I mean, thank God
Yeah,
in advance nothing will happen. But yeah. So Gilad, I know time is precious.
please
Without
understand
further
me.
ado,
Yeah, the
would you
time is
like to
ticking
share
here.
your screen? Yeah, time is
All right,
ticking. Would you like to share your screen? Let's get into this.
I'll share the screen. All right, let's go into it. All right, so tell me when you can see my screen and if it's good.
Looks great.
All right. So we're going to talk about Amazon Creator Connections (ACC), and you were so right of what you said before. Everybody's talking about AI for the last year and a half. I've been talking about AI even at your show, and indeed it's amazing. It's becoming so rich and creating everything for us. But the downside of it is today nobody trusts that you're actually a real person anymore. If you see a script, then you think, okay, it's AI that wrote it. If you see an image, it's AI. It was created by AI. If there is a video, it was created by AI. And you think, okay, but how can I trust it? It was meant for me to believe by a machine. And what we've seen in the last half a year or so is the increase of social media proof, because you need an actual person that you can see is an actual person, is not an AI figure who's recommending you of a product or what to buy or what to do from their own live experience, and not just somebody who's a bot. And that is actually where we're going to. I mean, we'll always have AI, and AI will continue to become bigger and bigger. But you'll see how we as people are going to be needing desperately to believe to actual people from their own experience. And this is why Amazon created ACC, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But in a bit about us and about me and why you should listen to this. So my name is Gilad. I'm the founder of VA Philippines. I'm the CEO of the company. We recruit virtual assistants in the Philippines, and then we train them to work specifically with e-commerce and Amazon sellers in order for them to grow their business and not become a solopreneur forever. We started in 2017, so this is our ninth year of expertise in connecting Amazon sellers with virtual assistants from the Philippines. We have more than 700 people working for us in the Philippines and helping 6, 7, and 8-figure sellers all around the world. And everything that I'm saying here now is coming from my experience of working with VAs, of training VAs, and also seeing what the big guys out there, the big sellers on Amazon are doing. And basically, we see this coming from the big sellers. It always starts with the big 7, 8-figure sellers. We see what they're doing, and then we share this information. It's not a secret, but I want you to know, if you're out there, that this is where it's heading for, and you should be prepared for that. So let's start with the problem that we had in the beginning, and we are all aware of this. You don't need to be an expert on Amazon to understand that the traffic has become more and more expensive every year on Amazon. The ads are more competitive. It's very difficult now, even if you're spending more money, still to get the best, the right ROI. And brands are running out of scalable growth channels because you're trying this and you're trying other options, and in the end, your margins and let alone, I'm not even talking about tariffs now, but your margins are becoming slimmer and slimmer, and that's a big problem. And the fact is that Amazon PPC alone is no longer enough. And if you want to create incremental demand inside of Amazon, the only way is, and Amazon has noticed this, is using influencers. And what Amazon has noticed is that they decided, based on everything that I said before about AI and the need for influencers and for social media proof, then Amazon has decided to become leads in influencers inspired purchases, and they already see it from their statistics. 59% of the people buying on Amazon were influenced to buy, and or the people in general that decide to buy something, they said that they were influenced to buy by somebody, and then 94% of them decided to go into Amazon, which is still by far the biggest e-commerce platform out there. So Amazon has decided to use this information and to go deeper into taking control of social media proof and the work with influencers, and they created ACC. So Amazon Creator Connections, and it's important to know from the very beginning, we're not talking about another influencers marketing hub. All right, it's much more than that. It's actually a performance-based creator commerce inside of Amazon. I'm not talking about influencers that will go when you open your Amazon account and you want to buy something, you see people talking and influencing you to buy inside of Amazon. No, I'm talking about influencers outside of Amazon that are getting you external traffic right back into Amazon, but everything is being done and managed from inside of Amazon. So it's a commission-based platform. Okay, it's trackable because you can see, and Amazon is tracking every movement of every influencer and every buyer. So you know exactly who is giving you, which influencer is giving you the most amount of traffic, the most amount of sales, and you can track everything. It's attributed, so you can see by the link that Amazon has created who is giving you what, and which influencers are good and which influencers you should stop working with them. Plus, Amazon has always been rewarding people from getting an attribution. That's the bonuses that Amazon is giving when you're giving them external traffic. So they're continuing to do it even today, and you're getting like approximately like 10% back by the bonuses that Amazon is referring, a referral bonus coming from Amazon when you're giving them clients customers outside of Amazon. So not only that Amazon has decided to manage everything, they're even paying you money back from using their own services, and you can measure everything inside of Amazon. It's a feature that exists inside of Amazon advertising, okay? You no longer need any external traffic or external tools. Everything is already inside of Amazon. The creators, they drive traffic directly to Amazon listings using the affiliate links, okay? And let's see how it works. I'm not talking about another influencers or awareness marketing. It's really like directly to drive sales, very similar to PPC, but much more effective. And we talk about the differences in a minute. All right. And I want to
Gilad, can I just add one more thing? External traffic, Amazon loves it. And I believe they give you more of a rank boost for sales that you're driving externally, right?
And we all know this. I mean, if you're just looking at customers that are already Amazon customers and they're going into your listings, Amazon don't care about you at all. They will create advertising inside your listings, so the customers will pay you to go in. You will actually pay Amazon for the customers to go into your listings, but then the customers will choose to click on another advertising inside of your listings. So they will go to somebody else, and Amazon will benefit twice or even 3 times of advertising, and Amazon don't care. They don't care if the customer will buy from you or from somebody else because they're already Amazon customers. What they do care is if you bring them traffic externally of Amazon. So these customers were not necessarily Amazon customers. They were looking for products elsewhere, but you brought them into Amazon, and Amazon is definitely rewarding you, not only by giving you approximately 10% your fees back, actually deduction from from its fees, but actually you're right, giving you a boost in your position, in your ranking on organic location, which is amazing.
Yeah. So it's win-win. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a win-win definitely. And let's see what happened before ACC, okay? Before Amazon stepped in. The first problem is that you source creators manually and you pay in advance. That's the biggest problem that I used to have when I started selling on Amazon. You have to find your influencers. There was tons of influencers websites out there. You don't know if they're good, if they're not. If you just see some reviews about them, you don't know if it's fake or not, and you have to decide to pay them in advance before they actually even created the content. You have to send them your samples and hope for the best, and you don't know if it's going to even succeed. The second problem is that you negotiate with them, you track and you follow up across different tools. So you have to pay, and I'm not going to mention specific tools out there, but there are a lot of tools that you have to pay them for using their tool in order to work with the influencers, in order for them to create the link, and in order to track the activity over there. So you have to pay, I don't know, $100 a month just for using the tool. Plus, usually you have to pay them some sort of another commission from the sale itself, in addition to what you pay the influencer. So it's definitely a lot of money here that was wasted, and Amazon is releasing you from all this. And you still struggle to connect the effort and the sales. So you're doing all this and you're not really sure how much it brought you, how many sales it got, and it's very confusing and not easy to use because the information is not coming directly from Amazon. And this is what has changed now, and that's the benefits that ACC is actually creating for the sellers. First of all, they connect with Amazon creators. Amazon themselves, they find for you and they offer for you the different creators to work from, and they drive sales and increase your visibility in the same time. They give you traffic from other places. It could be done by small influencers, it could be done by big influencers, it could be done by media channels that are creating press releases and are sending thousands of people to your listings. And all this is already tracked and monitored by Amazon. And it's a pay-per-performance only. So you only pay for qualifying sales. So only once there is a sale and it's qualified by Amazon, then these influencers or creators are getting paid. So you can pay them 10%, you can pay them 20%, you can pay them 15%. It doesn't matter. They're only paid once there is a sale, which is completely different from PPC. On PPC, you can pay per click and it doesn't guarantee anything. You can have thousands of clicks and no sale. Here, you're only paying a commission that you already agreed on. You decide what the commission will be, and you're paying only once there is a sale, and you're not paying any tool to use it. So basically, there is zero cost until there is a sale. All right, and it's seamless management. Everything runs through Amazon Ads. It's another feature added to Amazon Ads inside of Sales Central. You create the campaigns over there, you run them, you manage them, and so on. We'll see in a second how it looks like. But the big win here is tracking. You get every information inside as if it was a regular PPC campaign. You can see exactly how many people clicked on the link, what was your budget, how much you spent so far, how many orders you got, how many add to cart, how many sales, how many clicks. You can see all this information so you can decide if it's working or not, exactly like you do with optimization of PPC. But your cost here is, like I said before, it's connected directly to your actual sales, plus you're getting the referral fee bonus from referral bonus from Amazon back. So it's very, very worthwhile going into this if you're not aware of this. All right. Now, it's important to also say the truth here. Why ACC will not work without a VA? And I'm saying this again based on actual facts that we see from sellers using this, and why they came to us asking for a qualified VA to run ACC for them when they tried to do it by themselves in the beginning. The problem is that if you're the one that are going to manage ACC by yourself, eventually you will set it up once, but then you will stop managing it on weekly or daily basis. The second thing that will happen is that you will stop adjusting your commissions or the budgets or the timings, because it needs actual adjustments on daily basis to see who you're going to change the commission, give better budgets, give better commissions, stop the work with, and so on. Creators will continue to apply to work with you, but you will lack the approvals because you have to go and check each and every person that you want to work with. Your top creators will not be identified and scaled, so you're not going to offer them better conditions to work with you, so eventually they'll disappear because they were expecting something more. And the underperformance will not be flagged that fast, so you continue to work with those that are not really giving you the right information that you wanted. So if your product will go out of stock, in the middle of the campaign, you lose the momentum, and nobody's tracking this work as well. So you really need, and this is really important to understand, ACC rewards consistent operations and not set and forget operations. Okay, so this is why our VAs were trained specifically to work on ACC, and a trained VA will do everything for you. They will set up and plan the entire campaigns here and check the ASINs, connect them. They will work and do the creator management, like to choose which type of creators you want to work with, which to check if they're actually worthwhile, to check the performance of these creators before you start to work with them, and flag also the underperforming creators after the campaign has already started. And the most important thing is the performance control and the reporting. So it's not enough just to create a campaigns and wish for the best. You really have to, in order to increase and optimize the work correctly, you have to always track your performance and to see who you should continue to work with, and even adjust their commissions, and who you should stop, and all that. And all that is done by the VA inside of Seller Central. And I want to talk here a little bit about a case study we did quite recently with one of our VAs that had helped to launch a campaign with a new product. And I want to explain the difference between the different creator types here, because there are two different types of creators. The first one is the media. Okay, media are actually very big companies that are doing PRs. It could be, very big. It could be CNN, for example. It could be any other news channels, NBC, and so on. And they're creating very big buzz in PRs, on even TV advertising, and so on. And they send thousands of followers to you. The advantage over there, as you can see on the right side, is that the campaign cost is zero, because you're not sending them any samples. They don't need your samples. They're too big. They just need the information about the product, the advantages of it, and they're getting and they're expecting a good commission out of it. So in this case, the seller decided to work with both media, and you can see that the majority of the sales in the first few weeks, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks in the beginning. So you got, in addition to the regular sales, they got only from this campaign approximately $7,796 in media, while paying 20% commission, and reminding you getting the attribution, the bonus back from Amazon afterwards, which reduces actually your commission. And they worked also with Amazon affiliates. So these are people that are working through Amazon, approved by Amazon, and they're creating YouTube videos or Instagram videos, and each one, they have their own channels, and they're sending you also, even if in this case it's a smaller portion compared to the media, it's still very good sales funnels coming in, and they pay them the same 20% commission only based on the sale itself, and they paid $122 for sending samples to these affiliates. So all in all, you can see a very profitable, and you can see the information here inside of Amazon Ads. You can decide, you can see exactly and manage it. I know that here the quality is a bit low, so you cannot really see all the information. I'll be happy to send this screen shot again. But basically, you can see the amount of orders. You can see how much you spent on it. You can see the amount of sales. You don't see the Amazon referral bonus back, because this is paid from the commission that Amazon is paying, that you're paying Amazon after that, and it's separated from the ACC. But you can see already here the amount of clicks, the amount of sales. You can see exactly what's the commission rate that you decided with each and every creator. You can see if the work has started already or not. So basically, it's very similar to managing and optimizing PPC, but with influencers, and you can decide exactly where you want to change either the commission or the creators. And I think this is very, very important to know. And my question to you here is that if you know the creators are already driving traffic to Amazon and the big sellers are using this, are you capturing that traffic, or are you or your competitors? Are you doing this already? Because you have nothing to lose here from trying. If your product is something that could look good with influencers, then stop relying only on AI and thinking that you're unique and exceptional. Okay, everybody's using AI today. Everybody's using graphic designers and video editors and campaigns with AI, and there is a limit to it's very profitable. It's very good. There's a limit to what you can get and achieve only by using robots and bots. And people are looking today for actual people to rely on, for actual people that have actually held the product, and it's not a video, an image of somebody holding the product, which is not an actual person. They want to hear the problems. They want to see that this is really something that they want to buy, and this is where they're going for, and this is why Amazon has spotted this and has pushed it. And the question is, you should ask yourself if you're already doing that or not. So if you're just to wrap up before we end this video, so how we can help you? What we do is we recruit virtual assistants in the Philippines. We vet the top ones out there in the Filipino talents. We train them on everything they need to know about e-commerce, Amazon systems, Walmart, Shopify, TikTok Shop, ACC obviously, and you get a VA who can own ACC and manage it on daily and weekly basis, so you don't lose your momentum and you don't have to worry about doing everything yourself. And in addition to that, if you need help with Amazon, everyday management of your Amazon account, PPC, Walmart, social media, creating graphics, video editing, or even an executive assistant, that's what we're here for. Rates are very affordable. We're talking about $6, between $6 to $8 an hour. You can hire people even part-time job. So that's what we've been doing for the last 9 years now. And what I promised you, Gary, is that if you do want to move forward, even if you have questions or if you want to see and check if this is the right fit for you, you can use this QR code and scan it. Or Gary, I think you will share the link, and then you will get a free PPC audit. So we're gonna, because I said that ACC is a part of your advertising inside of Seller Central, then we will do a free PPC audit for you in order for you to even just take the audit and complete it by yourself and improve it. But also if you decide to move forward and hiring a VA, then this VA could do all these changes for you. And we're going to check your ACC eligibility in order for you to know if this is the right fit for you to start using ACC. And of course, if you have any questions, write an email to service@VA Philippines or go on our website, vaphilippines.com, and we'll be happy to help anybody with questions.
Thank you, Gilad. I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of this opportunity because ACC obviously is very new and there are certain products that could be a good fit. So I feel like this free call consultation, you can find out exactly your eligibility as well as get a free PPC audit. Right, Gilad?
Yeah, exactly. So even if you just want to get the audit done and without any commitment and not hiring any VA, that's fine. And we'll be happy to help any brands out there. I started as an Amazon seller, so my objective here is really to help Amazon sellers grow their business, and I'll be happy to help anyone.
Excellent. Okay. I have a couple questions, Gilad,
Sure.
about Creator Connections, and quick shout out to VAA as well, because they are one of our sponsors at Seven Figure Seller Summit. And I'm not only a, they're not only a sponsor, like I actually use VAA. I've used VAA for a number of years. We have a great social media VA, Eliza. She's great. She works part-time. She does, a ton of like high converting social media stuff. So definitely check them out, guys. Okay, Gilad, a couple of questions. So for Creator Connections, which platform exactly are these influencers creating content on? Is it on like like YouTube, TikTok, or like where's the traffic coming from?
So remember that I showed two examples over there. If we're talking about media channels, then there are big media channels out there. They're doing a press release mainly, and they just create blogs or videos and information that you will provide them. You'll send them the text and the graphics and the videos, and they'll just post it, and they have tons of followers and people that will read it and be exposed to it, and they send people with this attributed link that Amazon will create back into Amazon. So that's one thing. The second thing is this influencers, affiliates, and they come from all over. So and this is why it's important for the VA to decide who do you want to work with, because you're testing different environments. You can test YouTubers, you can test Instagrammers, you can test bloggers. So basically you see what is the right fit for you, where you get the most return over investment, where you get the most amount of sales, and then you keep pushing on that direction. So and they were all approved by Amazon. They have to register. All these affiliates, They have to register to work and be accepted by Amazon.
How does Amazon vet these influencers?
So there is an option inside of Amazon to ask to become an affiliate, and then you have to go through a different process, which I've never done myself because I'm not an affiliate. But they have to go through different steps in order to be approved by Amazon. And also over there, you can check to see exactly how good they are. You can check their, their information. You can go and see their blogs. You can check to see who are the people that are, their engagement rate, and if they have, actual followers or just bots, and how many people are actually tracking them. And this is really a work that the VA is actually doing for the seller before starting to work. Because if you want to work, let alone the media channels, but if you want to work with affiliates, then you should send them the samples, right? You don't want to send hundreds of samples to everyone, and get zero in return. So you want to choose delicately who you want to work with, and that's exactly the job that the VA will be doing.
Okay. So like in terms of the VA work, I think I saw it, you said that, they're monitoring like what is it? Like kind of like the ads console, like what are they monitoring? Like clicks or like
Very
what?
similar. It looks very similar
Yeah.
to, and this is why it's inside of advertising options on Seller Central, because you're creating campaigns over there. You set up the start date. You can set up an end a date of the campaign. You set the commission. You choose your ASINs from Seller Central, so you connect the right ASIN to this product. You choose the right affiliators that you want to work with, and then after that you start to communicate with them through Seller Central. You can communicate with these people over there. You can send them the information, and then after that you start to track their work. So you can follow up with them if you see that they're not doing anything, and you send them the samples. You track everything to make sure that it's on time. You push them to publish the information on time, and then you're tracking the results. And that's why I'm saying that it's not easy to do if you're thinking like, okay, I'm gonna set it up once and that's it. And because there's no cost in here, there's no work to be done. There is work to be done. You have to work on this on a daily basis and work with a lot of creators and affiliates. But the fact is that if you can pay a VA $6 an hour to do it, they can get so much done in $6 an hour. Then obviously, like, the other part of your spending is already connected to the sale itself. So put all together, it's much more affordable than any PPC that you get today, which is costing you more and more every year, and there is more and more competition over there. So that's why we see the big sellers out there running into this.
Okay. And I mean, realistically, how much is this going to move the needle? I mean, is this going to be like, how do we know? Like, is this going to be a lot of sales, or is it just going to be like, a trickle? Or,
Well, in this example that we've shown in the example, it was I just brought something that was recently done. So it was a new product that was sold for about 3 weeks, and they wanted to push, to do something in addition to regular PPC. So this was done in addition to PPC. And I didn't show anything about the PPC results. So this is really just in addition. They got a nice $10,000 or so of sales just in addition, for that specific product. It helped them to boost their sales in the beginning. And like you said before, it helps them also to rank organically because they're getting external traffic. And with the fees that Amazon is paying you back, they're cutting their fees actually with the attribution bonus. Then it's actually a no-brainer, I would say, because there's no cost almost in here. And you just need a time to understand how this works and start working on this, and it's all done through Amazon. You don't have to pay other companies $100 a month to start using it and hoping that it will work or not. You don't have to pay them a commission for every sale. You just pay the creators themselves for the result that they brought you, which is much better than any PPC, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a light bulb moment in my head. I mean, wouldn't this be great for launch strategy? I mean, in
Of
addition
course.
to like traditional like PPC, right? I mean, because you're only paying if it converts, right? And
Right.
you control the commission rate, right? So, I mean, if you're setting at like 20% commission, is that like a rule of thumb that you suggest? How much
Of
should we
course,
set it
and you
for?
know what? The thing is, it's not new. I mean, I've launched products already in 2015, and I was looking over there to work with PR companies and create influencers. The problem is that I was facing back then all the problems that Amazon solved now. I was looking into, okay, who should I work with? Which website is really offering us the right influencers? Which PR companies actually do a good work? How much should I pay them in advance without knowing the results? How can I track I pay people hundreds of dollars, send them samples, and just hope that they will send me, traffic. Here, Amazon
Right.
is taking all this for, on its hands, and they're doing everything for you. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
so it should
That
be
that's
done
what
on.
I mean, Gilad. I mean, it's like Amazon's doing most of the work for you, right? I mean, these
Yeah,
guys, like the influencers, they're ready to go. You just have to assign your commission. And it sounds like for like the regular influencers, the non-media ones, you have to send in a product as well and pay the shipping. Is that correct?
right. Right, exactly. If you choose not to work only with media, and you can decide that you
Yeah.
want to launch only with media, but
Yeah.
if you want to work with creators because they bring unique type of customers that are more connected to your product, then you should work with them. But again, the work of the VA will be to filter and to decide who you want to work with because you don't want to send thousands of samples.
Right. Right. So VAs are trained. Like they know how to do this already, right? You don't have
They're
to
trained
like
on
yeah.
Amazon. They're trained on influencers outreach. They're trained on social media. So they can do everything that I've talked about now, and they're actually
Okay.
doing it for the sellers.
Okay.
All
Excellent.
right.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Gilad. It sounds like a exciting new opportunity. I mean, it's not new to like let's say the marketing world, but it's new to the Amazon world because it's built in. Amazon's going to give you that 10% kickback and it's going to help you drive your external, traffic rank boost and, everything's within Amazon. So really, I mean, it could be more affordable than PPC. I mean, but this is something you want to do in addition to PPC,
In
right? You're
addition to
not like
PPC, I'm not
replacing.
saying
Yeah.
let go of PPC. Do it in
Yeah.
addition to PPC. And like we started this presentation in the beginning talking about AI, I'm saying AI is super important. We're training our VAs on all the new AI tools
Hmm.
out there so they know how to work with AI. But if you want to be unique now and if you want to see where it's going for in the future, then don't let go of the human touch. That's where people
For
are
sure.
looking for to have an actual
For
people.
sure.
All right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, people like there's so much AI slop out there these days, and some of it is obvious. So I mean, this is important stuff. All right. So highly recommend you guys grab that free consult. Find out more. Get a VA to help you to test this because this whatever is whatever gets measured gets managed. So this could be a new opportunity for you guys. All right. So thank you again,
Thank you very
Gilad. Thank you,
much.
everybody. Yeah,
Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.
yeah. We'll see you at the next session. Bye, everybody.